So we're here today in the Chatelaine Test Kitchen powered by GE Cafe. And what we're going to be doing today is my favorite kind of dinner, which is one that can act as a lunch the next day. You say leftover, I say lifesaver. Take this mushroom cheddar chowder. It's a super easy dish. And if you serve it with a big salad with lots of vegetables or a grilled sandwich, you've got a great dinner. The next morning, if you warm a thermos and fill it with the soup, you've got a great lunch ready to go. Okay, so first what we're going to do is I've already pre-melted about 3 tablespoons of butter here, and we're going to add about 3 cloves of minced garlic, as well as 1 minced shallot. And what we want to do is kind of just saute these up in the butter until they're nice and fragrant. So say about 1 to 2 minutes. And you've got the pot probably over about medium heat will be best, medium to low heat. And once you have them nice and fragrant, what we're going to do is we're going to toss in some vegetables here. I've got some celery and carrot that I've sliced up nice and fine. I actually like to use purple or white carrot because, frankly, my daughter loves anything that is purple or pink. So she gets a kick out of seeing purple carrots. So we're going to add these veggies in, and we're going to cook them for about 3 to 4 minutes until they're tender crisp. Okay, so now these guys are all happy and good. They're nice and crisp and tender. And so what I'm going to do is I've got about 1 pound of mushrooms here. And what's great about this recipe is you can use whatever mushroom your family loves. I happen to use cremini, a mix of cremini and portobello, and we're just going to put all of these guys right in here into the pot. And like I said, you can use whatever mushrooms your family loves or whatever mushrooms you have around the house. Now we're also going to add 1 cup of veggie stock as well. Now I know you're looking at my pot thinking, that's never going to work. How is she going to make all of that in this pot? But what's going to happen is we're going to leave these guys in here for about 15 minutes. It's all going to reduce down delicious and pick up all the flavors of the carrot and the shallot, and we'll have plenty of room to build the rest of our soup. Okay, so while we have our mushrooms in the pot and they're all going to reduce nicely, we're going to build a roux over here. So I've got the other half of our butter in the pan and about another 3 tablespoons, and we're going to add equal amounts of flour. And when we do so, you're just going to want to continue whisking the whole time. You don't want it to ever kind of sit. And we're going to get it nice and creamy until the flour is all completely incorporated. And then I have 1 cup of milk here. I've got 2%, but you can use whatever milk you have in your own refrigerator. We don't have to be too specific here. And we're going to add it to our roux. And you're going to keep whisking the entire time as you slowly add it. And what you're going to do is you're going to give the flour some time to build and thicken this. Okay, so we've whisked this for a few minutes on low heat, and this is the kind of consistency we're looking for. It's thickened up lovely, and we're just going to add it right to our delicious pot of mushrooms. And right about now, your kitchen is smelling so amazing, and everyone's getting hungry for dinner. Maybe someone's lying on the floor crying because they're hungry. Does that happen to you? It happens to me all the time. And we're just going to stir this delicious roux into our mushrooms. And what you're going to want to do now is add the other half. The recipe calls for 2 cups of vegetable broth, and we're going to add that 2nd cup in right now. And you can also season with some salt and a bit of pepper. And give it a little mix. And you can let this simmer for a few minutes, maybe 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, so we've let this baby simmer for about 5 minutes and it's ready to go. And what I love about this dish is the fact that it's just a pot full of mushrooms, and it's something my daughter would normally not eat otherwise. So what we're going to do is, to make it even more appealing to her, is we're going to use our immersion blender, and we're going to do it to a really smooth consistency. That's what my family enjoys. You can do it to whatever consistency your family enjoys. So I'm just going to pop it in, and and mix it to nice and smooth. If you don't have an immersion blender, you can use a regular blender. You're just gonna wanna do it in batches. Okay, so this looks nice and creamy and delicious, exactly how my family loves to eat it. And like I said, what's great is that my daughter gets a nice healthy dose of mushrooms with this dish. And what's so great about mushrooms is the fact that they really do help with the immune support, and they're full of vitamin D. And as well, they have the antioxidant power of a red pepper. So what we like to do is make it nice and smooth like this. And then, like I said, it's a cheddar chowder. So we've got some freshly grated cheddar cheese here. And we just sprinkle it right on top. And we finish with a little sour cream. And when you stir that through, it makes it even creamier and richer and more delicious, and it's so good. And then you can feel pretty good about that mushroom dinner your kids are gonna get for tonight. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe. I hope you enjoyed it in your home, and can't wait to see you soon. Thanks so much.